1600. Whenever I see 1600, I think of the White House, 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue. This used to be an immigration building. Can you believe that? They actually conducted immigration and all that goes with it when people, I think even like licenses and identification when you pass tests to stay in the United States, if you will. Bison coffee. I just read about a bison who stepped into a hot spring in Yellowstone or some state park and, you know, passed away, died by walking into a hot spring. I see bison. High voltage here next to the old immigration building, the 1600 lofts that it's been converted to. I'm on Callow Hill Street. That's the police station there. It used to be the Inquirer, Philadelphia Inquirer building with the, you know, bell tower-ish thing on top. Kind of has like a Persian look to it. If you know, like the tops of so anyway, lots and lots and lots of cables running up 16th Street here towards Community College. I would wonder how much electricity is needed or power is needed to keep these sections going. This is what someone showed me this, and I was like, oh, well, that, you know, obviously people need electricity, or is there more to it? This unusual spider. Sorry, good guy. Kinda, he's, it could look like a very unusual ladybug. It's not a ladybug, but it's a red with white dots spiderish thing. Not unusual for, you know, we have this ecosystem thriving here. Further up, it's paved and it's a parking area. It used to be a parking area for police precincts 9 and 6, which moved to that building, the one with the gold top. As opposed, that's the Hamilton, that apartment building there. Oh, that's a different building. But police precincts 9 and 6 used to be behind Target. So anyway, here's Community College, Philadelphia. This complex, mega, you know, mammoth building, which has its west side here, is Channel 3 Eyewitness News is in there. That's CBS. Also, Hushin College, a special school that's here and in LA, Los Angeles. I think it's still here, unless they changed the name. I actually thought about teaching here, and I interviewed with someone. This is when they were first kind of like even more new than they are now. Now they have Harrisburg University. I don't know if they still have Hushin in there or not. The interview went well, but it was a little bit odd because based on my resume, the person was suggesting subjects that technically I had volunteerism on there, and I volunteered with Habitat for Humanity. I did like an international thing to Africa, and she wanted me to teach not world diplomacy, but it was in the realm of something worldly. The thing is, I only volunteered. I didn't like have a major working or study capacity, and I was like, I don't feel like I'm qualified to teach that. I'm more in the writing realm. that's what I know better than, you know, this world topic thing. So I could only talk about my experience as a volunteer. Like, I wouldn't know, you know, then I would have to study and teach. It's hard to explain, but I thought it was a little unusual, but it doesn't seem to be there unless it's tucked all in there. But also Retro Fitness is here. My old publishing company that I worked for, North American Publishing, is all in this mammoth building that extends all the way to Broad Street. What else? Zimmerman, some sort of law firm. This complex goes all the way to Broad Street, and we're sitting here on whatever we're sitting on. It should be 16. So it's like a double block complex, if you will. Right, we are on 16. So I'm walking north here. This is really like more the Fairmount area and art museum-ish. This is east of the art museum. It's quite a few blocks east, but it's still considered like art museum Fairmount neighborhoods. So the art museum is way off in the distance that way. In fact, we'll walk down Brandywine. Street, although there's a buzz on the power lines here next to this school. I think it's a school. Look. And these homes across the street from the school. Who powers who controls who? Some people look at the world in these terms or way, you know.